Vicious woman, you'll pay for this.
My savior was the man who once bought me. But first came the humiliation. Lin Xue tried to crush me. She didn't care about the truth, only about destroying me.
My assistant thought he could fix my aversion to women by drugging me. The fire in my blood was losing control, and I was ready to destroy anyone who dared to step into my room.
Touch me again, and you're finished.
I kicked those women out, but the heat didn't fade. I needed someone, but not just anyone. I needed a way out of this trap.
A simple room service delivery changed my life forever. I had no idea the man inside was the city's most powerful person.
You, the one cosplaying as a waitress. Why aren't you going in yet?
I wasn't cosplaying. I was just a girl who desperately needed to keep her job, walking straight into a lion's den. While I was still reeling, my relatives sold me for a dowry, even using my dead parents to threaten me.
You brat! Where have you been? Boss Wang's $500,000 dowry has already been paid to the family. Get back here and get married.
They were willing to let my parents rot just to get their hands on some cash. I had to find a way to get $50,000, no matter the cost to my soul. I went back to the only man who could help me. I sold my pride to give my parents a proper burial. It was a transaction, pure and simple.
I'll serve you, and you'll pay me.
She looked so fragile, yet she was naming a price like she did this every day. I thought she was just another gold digger, but I couldn't deny the strange pull she had on me.
I tried to disappear, but fate brought him back. A month later, he walked in as my new boss. The staff buzzed about Lord Qin's visit. When I looked up, my heart stopped. It was him.
Why is it him? He is Lord Qin.
I prayed he wouldn't recognize me. I just wanted to survive. A child started choking amidst the chaos. While others flattered the CEO, my training kicked in.
Give me the child. The hotel has first aid training.
I watched her from the crowd. She wasn't trying to catch my eye or beg for money. She was actually saving a life. This waitress was becoming a mystery I was determined to solve. I saw through Lin Xue's act. Nobody bullies anyone under my watch, especially not for doing their job.
It's you who should be punished.
I made sure they knew who was really in charge. I gave her a bonus, but she looked at me with such fear, like I was the one she needed protection from.
The reward painted a target on my back. Lin Xue used my morning sickness to drag me to the clinic.
You aren't pregnant with some bastard, are you?
I fought with everything I had, but they were determined to strip away my last bit of dignity. I was terrified of what they would do if they found out the truth.
As I looked into her history, the pieces finally started to fit. The debt, the funeral, the timing. It was her. The girl from that night wasn't a gold digger at all.
Bury my parents. I will do anything.
I realized I had treated her like garbage while she was sacrificing everything. I had to find her before Lin Xue did something we would both regret.
They threw me into the infirmary, treating me like a diseased animal to be examined.
I suspect she's been messing around in the hotel. Check her thoroughly to see if she's carrying anything.
I was pinned down, helpless. If they found out I was pregnant with Lord Qin's child, I didn't know if I would ever leave this hotel alive.
I burst through the door just as they were about to touch her. The rage I felt was unlike anything I've ever known. Lin Xue was about to learn what happens when you touch what belongs to me.
Vicious woman, you'll pay for this.
I took her in my arms, but she was still trembling. I had saved her from them, but could I save her from the secrets we were both keeping? The real storm was just beginning.
She's the one who seduced you and broke the hotel rules. I was teaching her a lesson for you.
The storm didn't wait for the secrets to be revealed. Lin Xue's lies were already crumbling under Qin Xiao's cold gaze, but she was desperate enough to try one last desperate gamble.
I could smell the desperation in the air. This woman thought she could use my name to cover her own malice. She didn't realize that in my world, there is no mercy for those who lie to my face.
Send her to the asylum.
I watched as the woman who tried to destroy me was dragged into her own nightmare. Qin Xiao didn't just stop her, he erased her from this world with a single, chilling command.
Love is a word people like her used to bargain for their lives. It disgusts me. Sending her to the asylum was a kindness she didn't deserve.
His concern was a new threat. If I went to the hospital, my secret would be exposed.
If I go to the hospital, he'll find out about the baby. It's just a scratch. No need for a hospital.
She was trembling, and it wasn't just from the cold. She was hiding something behind those stubborn eyes, pushing me away, even after I had saved her.
He thought he could control me, but my poverty wasn't an invitation to strip my dignity.
Lord Qin, I might just be a server, but please respect me. I just want to use my own hard work to make money. I just want to do my job. So why? Why do you all have to humiliate me like this?
Her outburst caught me off guard. Most women would have used this moment to cling to me, but she was fighting for her pride instead of my wallet. Her fire made me realize I'd misjudged her. For once, money felt inadequate.
Take this as compensation.
I looked at the check and then at the man. He wasn't the monster I thought he was, but I couldn't let his money buy my silence or my soul. I almost believed he could be different until the subject of children came up. His cold words felt like a death sentence for the life I was carrying.
Children? I don't like them. They're noisy and trouble. But if it were yours, it would probably look like you. And would be quite cute.
In that moment, my heart hardened. If there was no room for a child in his world, then there was no room for him in mine. I decided to end it all before it even began.
While I was busy with the company, my mother was running her own investigation. She was obsessed with an heir, but I never expected her to find the truth in the middle of a hospital hallway.
Who will be the young lady of the Qin family? Why did she run away? So many girls dream of becoming the Qin family's wife. Obstetrics and gynecology?
I thought I was making the right choice, but the Qin family's reach was longer than I ever imagined. Before the doctor could even prep the room, the world started closing in on me.
Go and find her. Immediately. If she loses even a hair, I will hold you accountable.
My mother's joy was overwhelming. If she's carrying my child, everything changes.
My relatives were circling like vultures, ready to sell me off to settle their greed.
No, I won't.
They didn't care about my grief or my baby. To them, I was just a paycheck with a pulse.
The lies were crumbling. The truth hit me hard. She wasn't a gold digger, just a daughter honoring her parents.
Miss Wen Nuan was originally here to do room service, but I didn't recognize her. So, I treated her like those socialite and pushed her inside. Back then, her parents had just passed in a car accident. She desperately needed $50,000 for their funeral.
$50,000. I had treated her like garbage over a sum that was pocket change to me. I had to find her before my pride cost me everything.
Locked in that warehouse, facing a man who looked at me like a piece of meat, I had one last card to play. It was a desperate move, but I had to save my child.
Don't touch me. I'm pregnant.
My relatives wouldn't stop. They just praised the baby too. Just as the darkness was closing in and my strength was failing, the doors burst open. He looked like a god of vengeance, coming to reclaim what was his.
Who dares to touch my woman and child?
Seeing her like that made me boil. They'll regret it. I didn't just save her. I claimed her in front of the world. My woman, my child. I wanted these leeches to know exactly whose territory they had stepped into.
She is my woman, and she is carrying my child. If you touch her, it's the same as touching me. Qin Xiao.
His words were a shield, but they were also a cage. He knew the truth now, and there was no running away from the man who owned half the city. The rescue was over, but the question of the baby remained. I was ready to walk away, to spare him the burden he said he never wanted.
I said, keep the baby.
Her resignation angered me. I won't let my blood be discarded. A life for $300 million. It was the most expensive deal I'd ever made, but it was the only way to ensure the heir of the Qin family had a name.
Because I don't want the child to be born as an illegitimate one. He shouldn't have to face this.
I signed for $300 million, tying my baby's future to a transaction. Next to him, the distance felt like a canyon. We were perfect on paper, but strangers in reality.
Groom, bride, move a bit closer. Too far. Come on. A bit closer, even closer.
I could feel her tension. She was close enough to touch, yet she felt miles away. This marriage was a contract, but the physical proximity was starting to blur the lines.
I entered the mansion like a prisoner in a golden cage, an intruder in my own life.
You'll stay here to focus on your pregnancy. Thank you, Lord Qin.
I wondered if I'd traded one nightmare for another.
Someone come here. Bring in all the gifts for my daughter-in-law.
Walking through those heavy doors felt like entering a golden cage, but the nightmare I expected was replaced by a storm of luxury. Qin Xiao's mother didn't see a waitress. She saw the bearer of the Qin heir. She showered me with villas and heirlooms as if money were just paper, treating me like royalty while I felt like an imposter in my own life. Every gift felt like a weight, a reminder that I was here for one reason only. She wanted a grand wedding, but I had to stay grounded. This was just a contract. If I let the world see me as his wife, the fall would be harder later.
So, we don't plan to have a wedding.
The old lady was playing matchmaker. She forced me into a lace outfit and pushed me into Qin Xiao's bedroom, locking the door.
It fits perfectly. So beautiful. Follow me. Tonight, you're staying in the master bedroom. With shower. Move. Go on.
My mother forced her into my bed. Seeing her like a trapped bird, I tried to stay cold, but the proximity blurred the lines.
Let me tell you, a happy relationship is the best prenatal education. Take this book, and tonight, give that baby some good education.
I read stories to the baby, but the tension shifted. Her soft presence made my cold walls feel less sturdy. I was becoming a father.
In Angel Town, a wonderful thing happened. A giraffe pushed a pink gift, walked past the pink house, and met a turtle family.
The peace broke when I mentioned work and divorce. He thought I just wanted the money, but I needed to stand on my own feet.
Divorce? Fine. After the divorce, she'll get $300 million in compensation. She's certainly in a hurry.
I lost the black card to my greedy relatives. To those vultures, it was a ticket to luxury they didn't earn.
Why didn't you show us sooner? We're starving to death. Hand it over.
Millions were drained from the card. In a cold fury, I thought her innocent act was over, and the gold digger had finally appeared.
That's the black card I gave Wen Nuan.
My mother saw a frugal wife, but I saw a performance. The contrast between her words and the spending reports was disgusting.
The woman of Qin Xiao. Doesn't need to be frugal. It's just, why bother put on a show?
She insisted on working night shifts while pregnant. I couldn't tell if she was stubborn or playing the victim to make me look like a monster.
Or is it her way of trying to make me pity her? She's quite the player.
I couldn't let her collapse. If she wouldn't listen, I'd use my power. I cancelled every night shift to make her rest.
Hello, cancel all night shifts. Yes, all night shifts are canceled.
The chefs I hired were useless, preparing greasy, tasteless food that only made her morning sickness worse. I found myself in the kitchen, personally fixing a meal. I told my assistant I was just protecting my investment, ensuring the health of the Qin heir. But the care I put into that soup said something else entirely. I was losing control of the distance I needed.
Everyone, get out. Get out of my sight. I'll do it myself.
The manager forced me into overtime, threatening to fire me. Trapped between independence and the Qing family, I couldn't lose this job.
Fine. Then pack your things and get out. From now on, you don't need to come back.
When I heard you were still at the hotel, my jealousy flared. I went there not for a deal, but as a husband at his breaking point.
No need. It's always the woman who asks when the man is coming home. Am I, Qin Xiao, some neglected housewife? Let her come back when she wants. What's next on the schedule?
The manager's threats were like a death sentence to my career. He wanted to blacklist me, to ruin my life because I wouldn't be his pawn. I felt the world closing in again, until the doors burst open. Qin Xiao stood there, a god of vengeance in a tailored suit. He had come for me, but his eyes were colder than ever.
Lord Qin.
He saved me, but his look wasn't love. I was just property to him.
Lord Tin, you've arrived. Come, please have a seat.
Walking out of that room, I felt his gaze burning into my back like a cold brand. I was still trapped in the hotel, trying to keep my head down, but the truth about that black card was a ticking time bomb I couldn't ignore. The manager was practically groveling, but his eyes were full of filth. He saw me in this uniform and immediately assumed the worst, that I was just another server providing special services for a price.
I didn't expect hotel servers to provide such special services. Working overtime here, I see.
I looked at her in that cheap waitress outfit, and the rage in my chest flared. If she wanted to play the hard-working martyr while hiding our secret marriage, I was more than happy to tear down her little act in front of everyone. I wanted to see her break, to see the greed behind those stubborn eyes. But she just stood there, taking the humiliation like it was just another part of her shift.
He wanted a reaction, but I wouldn't give it. If I'm just a transaction, I'll play the role.
This line of work seems quite familiar to you.
I threw his own logic back at him. If I'm just a gold digger in his eyes, then let him pay for the service. But the look in his eyes told me I had just crossed a very dangerous line. The manager only cared about pleasing him. When he forced a drink on me, I felt trapped. I couldn't touch a drop.
I can't drink alcohol. Lord Qin, please help me.
I pleaded with Qin Xiao, but he sat like ice, letting them drown me to prove a point.
Seeing that manager put his hands on her made my blood boil. Nobody touches what belongs to the Qin family, even if she's just a contract wife. If he loved drinking so much, I'd make sure he never wanted another drop for the rest of his life.
Yes, sir. Force it down his throat.
I reclaimed my property.
Even after he saved me, the insults didn't stop. He called me vain, obsessed with money. If he had already decided I was trash, then why should I even try to explain the truth?
Do love money. That's just who I am. We're getting a divorce anyway, so who I am is none of your business anymore.
That one word divorce seemed to snap the last string of his patience. He looked like he wanted to crush me right there in the hallway.
The report hit me hard. She was coerced, not willing. My arrogance had blinded me to her reality.
Lord Qin, it's been cleared up. The reason Madam was drinking with guests is because the manager and foreman pressured and forced her. They've both been handled now.
I had dragged her through the mud for a crime she didn't commit. I realized then that I had been the villain in her story all along. And for the first time, I didn't know how to fix it.
He dragged me back, but his anger had turned into something confusing.
Even though it's a secret marriage, we are still husband and wife by name. He's a normal man, so he'll definitely want to do it.
The touch of his hands was gentle, making my heart race for all the wrong reasons. This man was a storm one minute and a sanctuary the next. I didn't know which version of him was real.
I told her I could provide for her, that she didn't need to work another day. But she looked at me with such fierce independence. It was like my offer was an insult to her very soul. She refused my money, yet the black card reports showed millions being spent.
You spent millions and millions, all on card. Now you're telling me you don't want to spend my money?
If she wasn't spending the money, who was?
I couldn't be a trophy. I delivered food for freedom, until fate played a cruel joke.
Great, from this order, I've earned another $5. Though I don't know how much money is actually inside that black card. It doesn't matter. Every little bit counts.
Qin Mo. His territory. Every floor was a reminder of the power he held over me. If I walked in there, I was walking straight into the lion's den, but I couldn't afford to cancel.
I saw my sensible wife delivering meals like a laborer.
Huh? That person on the scooter. Isn't that Madam? The Qin family, young madam, is actually delivering food.
If she wasn't spending the millions on the card, where was the money going? I followed her, expecting to find another man or a secret habit, but the truth was far uglier.
I found my aunt and cousin living like royalty on stolen money, throwing around thousands like pocket change.
Mom, I want this suit. $38,000. Small change.
The gold digger was my family, not me. Those vultures would ruin me before I could clear my name. Silence was my enemy.
Stop it. Let me go.
If Qin Xiao walked in now, would he see the victim? Or would he see the final proof of his worst fears? The debt was mounting, and my chance to explain was slipping through my fingers. What would happen when he finally saw the bill for a life I never lived?
This is just her tactic. I've said before, she can spend the money, but don't be a hypocrite. Shopping in a delivery outfit? She's really something. Back to the company.
I finally saw the bill for the life she lived, but it wasn't the luxury I expected. I followed her to the mall, only to see my wife in a cheap delivery uniform. I thought it was another act, a hypocritical performance to make me feel guilty while she drained my accounts.
You traitor. You won't give the family money, and now you want to cut off our income? I'll ruin you.
They cornered me, then a blow came. My baby was in danger. I collapsed.
I found her phone, and my heart stopped. I arrived just as those vultures were planning to sell her.
The way I see it, you were just fooling around, carrying a brat of unknown origin, and when Lord Qin found out, he kicked you out.
She was pale with agony, yet worried about the card. I realized then I'd been punishing her for her family's crimes.
So that money wasn't spent by her at all. I completely misunderstood her.
My relatives tried to pin the theft on me. It was a pathetic lie, but I was too exhausted to scream.
Yes, exactly. She said Lord Qin has more money than brains, and told us to keep swiping the card. It's all her money anyway.
Enough. I made it clear. Wen Nuan is my wife, the only young mistress of the Qin family.
When did I ever say I'd ever leave her? Wen Nuan is my Qin Xiao legally wedded wife, and the only young mistress of the Qin family.
Even as he held me, I apologized for the debt, but he told me to be quiet. He was thinking about my life.
Lord Qin, I'm sorry. They spent your money, and I'll work hard to pay you back.
The doctor's report listed my failures, overwork, and a threatened miscarriage. I nearly destroyed the one person I should keep safe.
Listen to that. Since she married into the Qin family, she still has to work until she's exhausted. You.
In the silence, I felt my guilt. I didn't see a gold digger, just a girl fighting alone. I whispered an apology.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
The hospital stay was a blur. Qin Xiao was suddenly everywhere. I tried to push him away, but his concern felt like arrogance.
There's nothing on you that I haven't seen. Let go.
The bill was $500,000. Our worlds were separated by an ocean. I felt smaller than ever.
Added up in one day, it's $500,000. The money he spends casually is more than I could earn in several lifetimes. The gap between us is just too wide.
Her talk of repaying felt like a slap. I didn't want her money. I wanted her by my side.
Do I, Qin Xiao, look like I need your petty change? From now on, you're not allowed to mention the word money, nor are you allowed to mention repay. You are my wife. Spending my money is only natural.
I filled the room with luxury because she was mine. For a moment, I saw hope in her eyes, but the contract still stood.
Gift from me, Qin Xiao, has never been returned. Besides, whatever other women have, my woman must have it too. And better than theirs.
I told him I'd leave when the divorce came. I thought I was being sensible, but he looked at me with terrifying rage.
Fine. Very well. So you know your place, huh? Throw all this trash away.
The gifts were tossed like garbage. Honesty only built a higher wall. Where would I go when the cage doors opened?
Thank you, Mom and Dad. It's a promise. Dad. Mom? I really got into Huaqing University. But you're both gone now. And Look at me now. I'm pregnant.
The warmth vanished. I retreated into the past, clutching the memory of my parents and the promise I made to them.
Lord Qin definitely won't want me going to school with a huge belly and embarrassing him. I shouldn't cause him any more trouble.
I held my admission notice, but I felt like a burden. Lord Qin would never want me embarrassing him on campus.
She pulls away whenever I get close, hiding her life like a crime. What is she keeping from me now?
What are you looking at?
An admission letter. She cried with sorrow, not joy. Do I really cast such a dark shadow over her future?
Her family background, getting into Huaqing is a miracle. To her, this should be a huge celebration. So why hide it from me? Is it because of me?
I couldn't stop thinking about the letter. If she doesn't ask for anything, it's because she doesn't feel safe.
His wife wants to go to school, but then again, she's afraid to tell her husband. No, wait, that's not it. It's not just about school. It seems she's afraid to tell him about anything at all. She just carries all her burdens alone. Why is that?
I'll use money to clear her path. A scholarship and a building. I'll buy her the security she won't ask for.
Donate it in the name of the Qin couple, then set up a scholarship worth $100 million, specifically for those students who are pregnant and studying.
He brought me to the gates of Huaqing. He knew all along, and brought me to the place I thought I'd lost forever.
We're taking you, madam, to report to Huaqing University.
He paved the way with a scholarship and medical team. For once, his hand felt like a shield, not a shackle.
Let's go, Mrs. Qin. This is where you belong. Come, I'll walk you in.
Her kiss shook me more than $1 billion merger. For once, I didn't care about my image.
Oh my goodness. Lord Qin, your face. Lord Qin, could you maybe just bear with it? This is unseemly.
Campus life was a fresh start, but old shadows followed. Wen Nuan was there, claiming Qin Xiao's kindness.
He didn't just donate a building. He set up a $100 million scholarship. Could it be that one of the freshmen is his favorite girl, so he's being so generous?
Her words were poison, attacking my dignity. She never imagined that the man she worships is the one who put me here.
Tuition at Huaqing isn't cheap. I heard. Your parents are gone. How did you get in? Maybe your poor uncle sold you to some old man? Or did you sell yourself?
She stood there gloating, but the truth was about to explode. I wasn't sure if I was ready for the fallout.
How dare you disrespect our eldest miss? The Qin family and the Lin family are family friends. Eldest miss just enrolled this year, and Lord Qin donated the building. If not for our Wanru, could it be for you?
Wen Nuan was convinced he was here for her. I wondered, would he reveal everything today?
Lord Qin, why would he come to the orientation?
I'm here to show her she never has to walk alone. Wen Nuan thinks she's the star, but I'll prove who owns my heart.
Wonder if she'll be surprised when she sees me?
Believe me, with one word to Lord Qin, I could cut your scholarship and kick you out of Huaqing.
I saw him standing there on the stage, powerful and distant. I wondered if he was really here for me, or if I was just another part of his public image. But before I could even process his presence, Wen Nuan was already back at it, trying to make me feel like trash in front of the whole school. She thinks my grades mean nothing because I don't have a family name to back them up. She was gloating, threatening to ruin my future, with a single word to the man who brought me here. I wanted to laugh, but the fear was still there. What if she was right? What if I was just a temporary fix in his world?
Wen Nuan. Come up here.
Time to end her fantasy and show who belongs by my side.
My heart stopped as he called my name. The walk felt like an eternity, but he looked at me as a winner.
The top score on the entrance exam, Miss Wen Nuan. Please come on stage to receive your award.
I was the top student, but standing next to him, I felt like I had won something much more valuable than a scholarship. For the first time, I wasn't just the girl from the village. I was the girl he chose.
I handed her the award, but the trophy was just a prop. I wanted to tell everyone exactly who she was to me. I wanted to see the look on those bullies' faces when they realized they've been mocking the woman who owns the Qin family fortune.
Mrs. Qin, congratulations on your enrollment.
He called me Mrs. Qin in a low voice. I realized then I could never be invisible again. Wen Nuan was still lying, claiming the new building was for her. It was pathetic how far she'd go.
What do you know? I just don't want to draw attention. So I told Lord Qin not to reveal our relationship. Giving Wen Nuan the award is just formal business. But the new building, he definitely donated that for me.
Some people's arrogance truly knows no bounds. If she wanted attention so badly, I was about to give her exactly what she deserved. I wasn't going to let her steal the credit for the gift I gave to my wife. I didn't donate for business. I wanted her to know she had a home here, and a husband to pave her way.
For my wife.
He told the world we were married. I was shocked, but his hand was steady.
I had to make it crystal clear, so no one would mistake my intentions. I wanted them to know her name.
She is Wen Nuan.
The reveal was a thunderclap. Hearing him claim me so fiercely, I finally felt I belonged.
Wen Nuan still had the nerve to argue, comparing herself to my wife as if they were even in the same league. She didn't realize that to me, she was just noise. My wife is precious. She is just a nuisance. I'm tired of hearing.
Even a single hair of Wen Nuan is more precious than you.
I've spent my whole life being treated like I was disposable, like I was less than everyone else. Hearing him say that I was precious, more precious than a girl like Wen Nuan, it changed something deep inside me. I asked him why he'd risk so much for me. I thought this was just a deal, but his answer wasn't about business.
What I want isn't a partner, but a wife.
She wasn't a placeholder, but the woman I wanted every morning. I didn't need a merger, just her. I went to pick her up, but found her smiling at another man. They looked so natural it made my blood boil.
Shut your mouth.
I was just happy to see a familiar face from my village. Senior Lu Yang was a role model back home, and seeing him here made me feel safe. I had no idea Qin Xiao was watching from the car, his jealousy flaring like a wildfire.
They were talking about calculus like it was some secret language, only they understood. I couldn't just sit there and watch him get closer to her. I stepped out of the car, ready to remind this senior exactly who she belonged to.
Let go of Junior Wen Nuan.
Past and present collided. Qin Xiao looked ready for war. Lu Yang tried to protect me, but he made it worse by claiming I was his girlfriend.
Of course I know her. She and I grew up together. Besides, she's my girlfriend.
Girlfriend? This kid really has a death wish. I've been patient, but hearing him claim my wife as his own was the final straw. I was done playing nice with this little scholar. It was time for the truth to hurt. I dropped the truth like a bomb. I wanted him to know that no matter what, she was already mine.
Well, did you know that Wen Nuan is my wife?
My secret was out. Now the school would know the truth. I was reeling from the fight. Then Zhou told me something impossible. Qin Xiao was actually jealous.
Lord Qin is clearly jealous. It's obviously because of that thing with Senior.
Jealous? A man like him? It didn't make any sense. He has everything, and I have nothing. But Zhou was practically begging me to go and cheer him up before he sent the whole office to Africa in a fit of rage. I went to his office to try and fix things, but I only made it worse. I thought telling him how much I respected Senior Lu Yang would show him there was nothing to worry about. I didn't realize I was just adding fuel to the fire.
Protect you? Does my woman, a woman of Qin Xiao, need his protection?
She defended him, pushing me toward the edge. She's testing my self-control. I don't play by the rules of her village.
My words invited a storm. I wondered if our contract could survive his jealousy.
Oh, a role model? Then, should I congratulate you? Finally, at the same university as your role model, you can be together forever now.
I could feel the temperature in the office dropping. My mention of a role model had invited a storm I wasn't prepared for. Qin Xiao was no longer the composed CEO. He was a man possessed by a sudden, irrational fury.
A role model? She had the nerve to praise another man's brilliance right to my face. If she wants to be with her precious senior so badly, why is she still standing in my office?
He was driving me away, his words sharp as glass. I didn't know how to explain that admiration isn't love, but he wasn't in the mood to listen. He just wanted me gone.
But I'm not? Am I, Qin Xiao, not great? I'm at the top of the Forbes list. In charge of the entire Qin group? How am I not great?
Her words echoed. I'll show her who the real genius is. How could she see something in him I don't have?
He might be the king of the business world, but at school, I just wanted to be a normal student. Nian was determined to drag me back into the social world, and I couldn't say no to my only friend.
Special Assistant Zhou, I'm going to dinner with classmates. Tell Lord Qin to go back. No need to pick me up.
I hoped for a quiet night, not trouble.
I thought I was free for the night, but my mind was already racing. Zhou kept whispering about how these reunions are just excuses for old flames to reunite. I told him I didn't care, but my body wouldn't listen.
Oh, them.
My pride told me to go back to the office, but I had to see for myself what kind of trap she was walking into.
The dinner turned chaotic when Lu Yang claimed I was being forced into marriage.
Stop covering for him. I know. Marrying Qin Xiao isn't what you really want.
He spoke as if he knew my soul, calling me innocent while painting Qin Xiao as a monster. The whispers started instantly, and my secret was being torn open in the worst possible way.
His words mirrored the ugly parts of our deal. Was I really just coercing her?
Right. I was the one who asked for this marriage, only for the sake of the child. I guess I never considered if she was actually willing.
Our marriage started as a transaction, a way to secure the future. But hearing another man defend her honor against me made me feel a crack in the foundation of everything I believed.
As the accusations grew louder, I realized I couldn't stay silent while they tore apart the only stability I had left. Lu Yang's pity was more insulting than anything else. I couldn't take it anymore.
Senior Lu Yang, have you had enough of this nonsense?
Will he stand by me?